Donald Trump's legal problems are so bad that he has actually managed to get his own lawyers in trouble. Rudy Giuliani is the best example of this. This week, it was announced that prosecutors and investigators in the state of Georgia are now looking into whether or not they need to prosecute Rudy Giuliani for all of the false statements that he made, both in testimony to the Georgia legislature and, of course, in lawsuits that were filed in the state. What the prosecutors say happened was that Rudy Giuliani, on multiple different occasions, again, remember, he testified before the state legislature and he filed lawsuits. And they say in both instances, multiple times, he knowingly lied. And of course, during his legislative testimony, he showed them this highly edited video of the people, remember, in the little room, and they've got the boxes, and one pulls out a box from under the table and puts it on there and starts counting it. And he's like, see, they're just pulling out and they're like, yeah, because that's where they put them the night before, you dumbass. Like, I don't know. He got pretty much ridiculed by everybody, including the Republicans in the state of Georgia, for that little stunt. But he also lied. You lied to the government, dude. You can't do that. You filed knowingly fictitious lawsuits. You also can't do that. So Rudy Giuliani at this point could likely find himself being prosecuted in the state of Georgia on apparently multiple different counts. And he's not the only one. Other members of Donald Trump's legal team in the state of Georgia who worked alongside Rudy Giuliani on behalf of the president, they're also looking into these individuals because obviously Giuliani wasn't doing it alone. And that's where we're at right now. I'm sorry. It's just so funny that Giuliani is just so grossly incompetent. And for what? Like, not only has this guy trashed his entire reputation, right? I mean, he could have, ridden off into the sunset with nothing but goodwill towards him following 9/11, but he didn't do that. He still wanted more power. He still wanted more fame, and it ended up costing him everything, and it may even cost him his freedom in his golden years now. And it's all because he wanted to put himself in Trump's orbit. And I have to ask, has that ever worked out well for anyone? I mean, maybe aside from Melania, putting yourself closer to Donald Trump, has that made you better? Has it improved your life in any sustainable way? Or has everything gone to hell because you put your lot in with him? Trump is only about himself. Look, Giuliani did all these things for Donald Trump because first he thought he was going to be attorney general. Well, when that didn't happen, I'm going to do these other things for Trump. Maybe I can get something else. Oh no, now I'm in legal trouble. So now I have to do even more things for Trump so I can get the pardon. Then he doesn't get the pardon and instead might end up getting prosecuted. What a wild ride for Rudy Giuliani, and that's just what's happened to him in the last 3 years. Yeah. He doesn't have a very bright future ahead of him, but if he's smart, maybe he can avoid jail time. What he's going to have to do, though, is hire a lawyer who understands to not listen to Rudy Giuliani's legal advice, and that may just keep him out of prison.